Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, all over the world. Dobson 777A here. Well, I'm back, and lo and behold, it looks like I've found myself a woman, and we're exclusive now, and we're going to try it out and see if we can get further along in our relationship, and who knows, but she's a really sweet lady, and I just wanted to give you that input, and then we're going to get on with the show here. Finally got my hand healed so I can do some videos again. So here are some charts. I thought I'd throw some charts up because we haven't done it in a while. This is the gold pitchfork chart. And you can see that we're sitting at 1928. We had shot all the way up here. You can see where this green was. It looks like we went up to 2040, not counting this this candle up here, but we're down to 1929, and we're still way above our pitchfork. We blew off the top here, and we're still hanging in there. This has been slacking down just a little bit, and we'll wait and see where things go. But that is the gold chart. When we look at the silver chart, when we look at the silver chart, you know, we were banded in this area previously, and then we broke out, and we're still sitting up really high. It looks like we're at 2689. Doesn't look like we're coming back any significant amount. We were up about 28 previously, but almost we're at 27 right now. So that's still a fantastic jump in silver. But when you go back further, you can see we're still a long ways away from getting, and this is where they keep saying once we get 30, then silver is going to really start potentially doing something. But we've got a long ways to go to even start getting near all-time highs here. I looked at the stock market today, and there wasn't a lot of activity here. In fact, you know, you can see Eurozone, France, Germany, all these guys were basically even or slightly negative. The US was just basically positive, just barely. And then over here in Asia Pacific, basically even also. Nothing really happening in the market today. Okay, so I'm back. It's been a kind of a long haul because of my injury on my hand, and also out there extensively dating, but it looks like that's coming to a halt now, so it's great. I get to have some more time. Wanted to let you know, we got some activity today in gold and silver. So gold is up 1.9, silver's 1.95. Big jump. And then here's what the chart looks like today. It's just been basically up all day, kind of like stair stepping. And we're sitting at 1966 right now for gold and 2751 for silver. It was a little bit higher earlier. So today, the stock market, this is 3 o'clock, so the market isn't quite closed yet, but here's a good look at what's going on. We have the Americas. We're sitting at just a little bit positive here. Eurozone is slightly negative, and we got China up almost 2%, Hong Kong up 1.68, but Japan is down and Australia is down. When we look at the gold representation, ETF gold representation, we're sitting at 1.88% today and 29% for the year. Platinum's up 1%, down 3% for the year. Silver's up 1.73, and it's up 53% for the year. Looking at the miners, we're up 3.29%. That's fantastic. So that's fantastic, and the big winner today is junior silver miners up 4.19. But you can see it looks like the large silver miners is ahead of the gold, but all three large gold miners, junior and explorers, are all sitting about the same. So overall, we're up 40% because we're heavily weighted on the gold. So I want to talk about this chart. Yesterday, both gold and silver had a spike right in the early morning hours. It looks like it's what is it, 7, maybe 9 o'clock or something, and this is when the Fed got on there saying that they think they need to have higher inflation. And then you can see that after that it corrected down significantly. But there was a pretty decent spike on each one of these. And there was an article I found on Zero Hedge that talks about where the Fed wants to buy more inflation because they felt like, they weren't quite getting the 2% target that they wanted, but yet historically over this time period, it's showing pretty consistently that they're in this range. This core CPI is right at this 2%. Probably if you drew a line here, it'd be real close. So anyways, there's some concerns in the market that they're going to try to stoke inflation. And, unfortunately, historically, when you try to stoke inflation, it gets away from you. And so I don't know what really spiked that up, if there was just some, knee-jerk reaction and then people got the heck out of it right away. But I'd still argue we are in the correct trade, and the numbers are kind of showing that. So we'll have to wait and see. So there was an interesting article that was referenced on Zero Hedge, and it says why Americans are looking for a safe haven from the dollar. And this is actually a really nice read, and it talks about historically, like George Washington and Thomas Jefferson were against paper currency, essentially fiat type currency. And they said that the banking establishments are more dangerous than standing armies. So you might want to read this. This has some really good historical stuff, and we just need to get back to sound money. And the question is this going to happen in our lifetime? I just don't know if we're going to get there. I would love to see it happen, but you need to protect yourself. You need to make sure that you have some percentage of your wealth. Some people say 10%, some say 20%, some people are doing 100%. I would argue tangible assets are the way to go. Gold and silver is a tangible asset. Real estate is as well. So you may want to go ahead and try to figure out how to get your assets into tangible as much as possible. I think you'll be better off on the other side of this. But we need to be able to make sure that the government cannot devalue our currency. We just can't allow it. It's stealing from us. And the only way you can keep them from stealing from you is getting into some kind of tangible asset and know how to work the legal side or the tax side like you can with real estate, where you get this huge tax advantage. All right, so I think that's it for tonight. I hope everybody's treating you well. I hope you're doing well. Do the best you can. God bless.